Hello guys, welcome to our today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. So Fabrizio Romano will be one of the transfer gurus out there. They come outside, they let us know what's they go on between Arsenal and West Ham for this Declan Rice deal, because we all know that West Ham don't reject Arsenal's second bid for Declan Rice. So Babaka talk say West Ham they ask Arsenal to structure their payments very well if they won't get Declan Rice, because they don't want add-ons really very difficult to achieve. You get simply they give them add-ons really meaningful. It gets people they easy, because I mean they structure their payments in the way we say it would be easy to achieve. And somebody even sent me one message, my DM, like identify how it feels say Edu Gaspar not really they do well. Because how do you offer a first bid of about 80 million and 10 million in add-ons? Then the second bid, you can't reduce that 80 million guarantee, you can't put 75 million with 50 million add-ons. Why not stay on that 80? When they give them add-ons, they go forward. Why come back? So all those things now be with the vex West Ham. It can't be like say maybe Arsenal no serious, and Arsenal luck. And just the fact say Man City never really entered the race and nobody did for the race. Just be like saying now only them, then they go for this Declan Rice. If not, it would not have been this easy for them, because assuming say PSG or Bayern they allowed, like maybe Declan Rice no one just stay for London. It will not be like this now, because at the end of the day, West Ham already tell us since time immemorial say if anybody wants to sign Declan Rice, it will take at least a British transfer record. And the current British transfer record, Jack Grealish hold. I think Jack Grealish deal from Man City to Aston Villa was £100 million. Now, what's Arsenal supposed to do now? To go back in time, go check the details of that Jack Grealish deal from Aston Villa to City. How was the deal structured? Is it £100 million direct payments, or maybe £80 million and £20 million in add-ons? How did they structure it? Because West Ham wanted to beat that. They want to take pride in saying, yes, our player comes out with a British transfer record. That is what they want. So that's what Arsenal scouts and their research team should be doing. So as they're not doing that, I don't really know. Well, we'll just watch how this drama will unfold. Alright, today is the birthday of one of our community members, Prince Adelakun Taufik. So Baba will say may all lines fall in place for you, and we wish you all the best things life has to offer. So may you enjoy your day, boss. Get out. Okay, so away from that, so David Ornstein will be one of the senior men for the media space. They'll come as I call the post Declan Rice picture for his story. So now many people want to ask, so this one will be say David Ornstein they post Declan Rice picture for his story. Is that like a confirmation that Arsenal have gotten their man? What does that mean? Because in post Declan Rice wearing Arsenal jersey, I don't just know what it means. So I don't know whether some of you see him. If you don't see him, I don't tell you. So I mean, it will be the interpreter so get for the house. So let me know what you think about that picture. She means say Arsenal don't get Declan Rice already. ABC they never get that. So let me know what I thoughts. Or maybe just let us know say last Arsenal will get the boy, because the guy don't tell everybody say that Arsenal in the go. And West Ham said no like to be like that. Even so many sources they talk saying that this week Man City will enter the race to come and sign this Declan Rice. But Man City never want to enter because they won't finish the deal with Gundogan. They won't conclude. If Gundogan join Barca today Man City will enter the race for Declan Rice, because they don't want to go two ways. They don't want to go Declan Rice when they go Ike Gundogan. It will be a no-brainer. You know, if you get the two of them, you get, because we are the one play, so you must get one. So they won't conclude and finalize with Ike Gundogan. That one said, blessing at this week will let everybody know where in they go, whether they join Arsenal, Barca, or staying back at Man City. So we'll just watch how all this drama they unfold. Alright, so Sky Sports don't come outside and let us know say Kai Havertz they very close to joining Arsenal. Remember say Arsenal offered them a 60 million bid verbally. Chelsea never respond, which means they are considering that deal, because if now one thing they don't like, they go don't come outside immediately, they can't reject them. So for them to be silent in this internally, they may have accepted it again. So more just well, maybe today, tomorrow, well, here we go. Chelsea and Arsenal have agreed a contract agreement or sell agreements to transfer Havertz from Chelsea to the Emirates Stadium. So that's what me, I'll be keenly interested in hearing today. So we'll just watch how everything will turn out, because the player wants the move, Arsenal wants the move, Chelsea wants to sell, because Pochettino, they see some players as unwanted in their own ranks, and Kai Havertz and one of the people. In short, it is a thing of displeasure for a senior player to come out and say, I don't want to play for you again, I want to play for this team, I'm keenly interested in playing for that team. And I don't go hold them back now. After all, they bought this guy 70-75 million pounds, and if Arsenal is offering them 60 million, they play the bought in 2020. I think Lampard buy the guy, they play the bought in 2020. So you don't really lose much. You get, person you buy 75, you sell them 60. So what's there? He don't stay with you since 2020, don't play like at least 2 seasons for you. He help you win Champions League. So what's he define again? So when I let the guy move on, and the guy be like saying family dey for London, because this is why we say no one come up for London, because they feel say he won't just move from London to London, get from Chelsea to Arsenal. So let's just see how everything will end. Alright, so away from that, so Arsenal is facing a battle, a Bayern Munich battle for Julian Timber. I don't know, it just be like say anybody where Arsenal they go for this time around, other clubs won't go for that player. Get anybody who they go for Bayern, they chook head there. Now so don't reason Ajax. Okay, one side Julian Timber, we don't make our first offer of £30 million. Bayern don't put head there saying that guy play as if they want because of his versatility, and the guys have been whole ball, a baller and B. So I know just to last whether the player will choose Bayern ahead of us, because if he goes to Bayern, there's a guarantee that he's going to win something at the end of the season. If it comes to Arsenal, the guarantee is not really there. You get, because Arsenal is still building. But Bayern come like saying that then get their bet rights to the win title, the win cups, all those DFB poker, all those kind of things for German league. So we'll just watch, we'll just see how everything will go. But meanwhile, Utrecht FC assistant coach, who they call Urbi Emanuelson, come and say, when they advise Julian Timber, they draw in here, they tell and say, the best thing you can do in your career right now is for you to go and join Arsenal. And the reason we make an advice, and because like this Timber don't play for Utrecht before, come move to Ajax, so you get soft spots for the player. Come and advise and say, check out the way Arsenal is treating people like Odegaard, people like Bukayo Saka, people like Martinelli. They know how to treat youngsters and groom them. They allow the youngsters, even Saliba, they allow the youngsters to make mistakes and correct them, because in life it is normal. So that is what they do. So you won't go leave Arsenal, go join Bayern. I don't know how it will be. How is it going to aid your development? Mikel Arteta is a manager that understands how to groom young players and bring out the potential in them. Apart from even Pep, don't do that. How many youngsters Pep they train? So that is what the assistant coach of Utrecht, they advise Julian Timber. Now, whether I go listen to the voice of wisdom, I don't really know. So we'll just to watch how everything will end at the end of the day. I like as Arsenal they cast their net wide, they go for different players at the same time. At the end of the day, we'll see how many of our A targets we will get, because in the past we are used to going for A targets, at the end of the day we'll go for B targets or C targets. But this time around, let's see whether we'll get those who they originally go for. Alright, so Fabrizio Romano also don't come outside and let us know, say Arsenal really they want Romeo Lavia, you guess. But the problem now is they don't want to bid for him now. They are delaying their bid. So they are looking at getting Declan Rice first. After they don't get Declan Rice first, they will kind of look towards Romeo Lavia. That is the way Arsenal will structure their own transfer moving forward, you guess. So once they get Declan Rice, they move forward to Lavia. They are not. That's why they never bid for the guy. They don't talk to the guy representative. They got positive talks. The guy knows Arsenal like him. Liverpool, from what they hear this week, now Liverpool won't tender their own offer and bid for Romeo Lavia. So at the end of the day, it's all about player power. And the player will decide where he won't go. And for the fact, say Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, and Arsenal, they go for the same player, and Arsenal at least get Champions League football to offer. Chelsea don't have that. Liverpool don't have that. Man U get that. You get, by the end of the day, we'll see where the player will choose. Because if they go Chelsea, and like sources are saying, the player doesn't want to go to Chelsea because they don't have European football. They don't even play Europa League. That's how bad it is at Chelsea. At least Liverpool still offer Europa League. Man U Champions League, but at the end of the day, the player will decide where they want to go last. So we'll just watch. Alright, the Independents don't come outside and let us know, say Arsenal don't talk, say they won't sell like 5 of their senior players. They are putting them on the market, and those players are people like Granit Xhaka, who will know say they're on your way to buy Leverkusen. Then Partey also did their Kylian did there, Balogun did there, and Eddie Nketiah did there. They are listening to offers for these people. You know, saying I must. So we will sell them this summer. But if an offer comes in, we will relate that to the player representatives that there's an offer coming in for you and we want to cash in. Again, are you willing to go or do you want to stay? Because all these players, as I'm done, they look say they are like subject to requirements. They are not supposed to follow us to phase 4. And I'm waiting to tell una since for this show say on a good day, under normal circumstances, see people like Ikeza, see people like Balogo. These people are not supposed to be here. Again, they're not supposed to be under our books. People they just actually so they talk like that. If they see professional journalists, they align with my thoughts. They let you know. Normal. You see people like Partey, people like that because we never sign some kind of men. Nobody is irreplaceable at Arsenal. There are no sacred cows here. Anybody can be replaced. And when the replacement comes, you will be amazed, you will be flabbergasted that these players are bringing so much to the table. That is what in the past we used to have Aubameyang, we used to have Lacazette, and we thought we could not do without them. Today we get the Gabriel Jesus, and now we are happy that we have him, and we know they remember Aubameyang again, we know they remember Lacazette again. That is the way it is structured to be. Okay, so more just to watch this phase 4. At the end of the day, me I don't want to judge Arsenal now. I will judge them by September 1 when the window is closed, and I see the number of players that come in and the quality of the players that we brought in. That is when I will now decide, okay, how did our transfer window go? Did we buy well? Did we do badly? That is when we assess and analyze our transfer window. So till then, we'll just watch. Alright, so the Daily Mail don't come outside and let us know say Arsenal are very, very upset with West Ham. Like they are not happy with them because Arsenal internally they feel they've done really all it takes. Like they've done their best. They've done very, very, even though Arsenal they prepare a third video, but they've done all their best to get a Declan Rice. Like 90 million. Come on, are you kidding me? 90 million to get this player and you don't want to sell the player to us. Shane must say we must break the English transfer record of £100 million. That is Arsenal's annoyance. And West Ham need to take notes. They need to be very, very careful. You need to understand that Arsenal not be club where they bully. Arsenal can walk away from this deal and nothing will happen. Fans will talk, and at the end of the day, we will move forward, we will sign another person. At the end of the day, that another person will still come give us what they look for. They should know that Arsenal, not be today, we walk away from the likes of Martinez and went to go and sign Zinchenko. So today not be the first time. We walk away from the like of Modric and went to go and sign Trossard, and people are happy with Trossard, people are happy with Zinchenko. Today not be the first time, again. So they should be very, very careful. Yes. We did do all this thing. We walk away from Vlahovic and went to sign Gabriel Jesus. This is not the first time. We will miss out on our A target because somebody wants to bully us or somebody wants to rip us off. So they should be very, very careful. Although many sources out there are saying Arsenal are preparing a third bid. And for me, I feel this third bid is going to be a take it or leave it bid. If West Ham refuses to take this third bid, Arsenal may walk away. Right down, say it as I choose soccer. Arsenal may walk away if they offer that third bid. Now the third bid, I don't know how it will be structured. It could be maybe £80 million and £20 million in add-ons. But let them make sure the add-ons are something that are achievable. They are very easy to achieve because I want to West Ham no one. So we'll just watch how everything will end. Alright, so we're going to say Chelsea they delay Moses Caicedo deal, saying that until they offload their unwanted players before they will go and bid for Caicedo, because all the brouhaha, all the noise we've been hearing that Chelsea want to sign Caicedo, they don't accept personal terms. Last they don't they say they want chill, it gets until they sell players. Now why is that so? She mean that the same Chelsea maybe say no man they go offer one kind of ridiculous sum of money, go buy the player. So why can't they do this time around? Because the fear of FT, the financial fair play, FFP, is the beginning of wisdom. Chelsea have spent so much money in the past under other coaches. Now the new coach don't come, they feel say the players who them bring in no go align with your own thoughts. So you need to ship them out. Even the old ones when they did the old guard, you need to ship them out and bring his own players. They don't already sign other than Jackson Martinez. I don't forget where that guy they come from. Said I think that's the first signing of this Pochettino, and he still wants to sign more. Now see where the problem lies. Chelsea will not be generating so much revenue this season because they are not in Champions League, they are not in Europa League, they are not in UEFA Europa Conference League. They just have the league and the cups, the domestic cups, to reckon with. So that one alone is demoralizing. The stars, the egos they have in the team, how will they satisfy all these players with less competitions Unlike Arsenal, we get multiple competitions to play. That is the major factor, the major fight, the major battle the new coach has on his hands. That is why many players are willing to move ship and swap ship and move from the Stamford Bridge to other destinations. So nobody feel say money dey. Like I remember when man dey talk say if na Chelsea they go don bust everywhere with money. If they see wetin dey happen, Chelsea of before under Roman Abramovich is not the same Chelsea of today, yes. So that is the way it is. So my dear Arsenal lovers, if you know what yesterday, you should check the top left corner of your screen. You will see the thumbnail. Click and so that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Now game out.